questions you can ask
What's
it.
up,
So I
brother?
want to know what the main topic
Nothing much.
I'm gonna go ahead and go live now and see what whenever people just pop on, I'll just add them on. Let me put comment for them.
All right. We're doing the jump on. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's
I'm glad I put some clothes on today, man.
I'm so glad you
Shave the
did,
head, looking good. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. I don't want to get too much into it, but we were talking about lettering styles and just in general, just everyday airbrushing. I guess what's going on right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. How's it going at the
Well,
new spot? I see you looking good, man. That's a lot of paint.
man, that was a chore. That was a chore, man. But you know, I just can't. I like color, and I really wanted to like put like color strips around all the samples, but
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out what color I would like. And even though it was the heavier Palon, um, it still would have shown a color through it. So that means when I would paint the wall, I'd have to be real careful to then paint out squares to make sure that the background is white behind the Palon.
yeah, yeah. Hey, if anybody want to get on, let me know. I'll send you an invite. I just got to message me on DM me on Facebook, and I'll send you the link to jump on. But yeah, it looks
Jump
good, man.
on! Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I like the TV menus because that's pretty much the only pop of power,
Yeah,
pop of color that's like in my booth. So, I'm excited about that.
yeah.
So
Hey,
that.
what's up, everybody?
I
Well,
guess that's
hey
it.
there.
Yeah, man. I was looking at the picture the other day, and I was like, man, it's nice and vivid, man. I couldn't handle all that
Yeah.
white.
Oh, and I got a little samurai figure that kind of walks across one of the screens. So I thought that was kind of cool. You got to do something different every once in a while.
Yeah, let me see if I can get myself in here. I set up a little thing for her to do some simple print, but hey, who knows? So, do you like it better?
Wait,
It gives me a space to do larger projects without having to
Erica B in the house.
not have
Eric in the house.
space.
Sorry.
Not have a what?
So it gives me, I have a space now to work on larger projects because before I had a space, but I couldn't put a table there because the table would be in the way. And then at first I was just going to get a collapsible table and put it there. But then when I looked at getting the collapsible table, it was the right size, but then it was still in the way. And then I'd have to set it up, break it down, set it up, break it down. So I just finally said, fuck it. It'll just be a big empty spot. And it just
Yeah.
ended up being a waste of space.
Mm.
So it's a little bit more efficient use of the space.
Yeah. I know. Like in the new spot, I got that big open front now. I mean, I got like a big backing too. I got the big backing where I got a lot of space to walk around, but in the front, I got a lot of space where, like I was talking to Erica this morning about doing classes in there because there's enough room to do classes in there.
There you go. That'll work. Go for it, man. Oh, man, we're going to have a crowd. All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if anybody else want to pop on. I asked Crave if he want to jump on.
I was talking to your boy Chino earlier about E-Tech. E-Tech. How do you pronounce it? Is it E-Tech or E-Tech?
I think it's E. Give me the line. Maybe E-Tech? E-Tech?
Yeah, because I did some testing back in the day. I didn't realize, as old as I am getting, that it was like 10 years ago that I was trying that particular brand of paint against Aquaflow, Spectratech, and Createch. So I mean, I was like, okay, so now I feel old. That I realized it was 10 years ago.
Man,
So
I never liked the spectral text. It was too wet.
yeah, it was much too thin. Flow great if you need it for like like a toning layer. It would work beautifully. I found that it worked best if you mix the Spectratech and the E-Tech together, and I mean that flowed just it was gorgeous. But
It was
then
a
everybody got their own little mixture, and I just looked at it this way: I'm ready just to spray. I ain't got time to be doing these mixtures every day.
yeah. It was low pressure too, right? It was you had to pay that at low pressure.
Oh
What's
yeah,
going
because it
on,
was
Craig?
just way too thin.
On.
Yeah. What's going? Slow motion tonight?
Yeah, I was at the flea market updating my booth. Other than that, yeah, it's been a little slow.
Yeah.
It's that time of the year, time to update the booth.
Yeah. Plus, well, it's income tax time, so I got a couple of jobs that they ain't want, but I got them. Yeah.
Did you guys get to see the was I posted on the Airbrush Club?
Did I post a link on that, bro? I think I did.
No,
I said anybody can jump on. I think I can get up to 10 people on here.
The picture that I just uploaded.
Mm. Oh, I saw it on your video. Yeah, it was graffiti writing.
Yeah.
You were talking about the background of it. You like the background. Okay, go Ed back. I'm trying to see if I can.
Keeps on crashing on me, guys.
I guess that's a link if anybody want to jump on. I think. I see you keep crashing. So, like I said earlier, we was talking about I was talking about how Nate's writing was like I guess it was like a kind of hard to read, kind of sort of. And then Ed was saying something about that he have a hard time doing print. Did I throw you in the bushes, Ed? Or did I lose Ed again? Well,
I
Ed
don't
talked
see
about he have a
Ed.
hard time printing. Erica said, "What's up?" If y'all can see the letters on the screen.
What's going on, Erica?
Who's the?
How's it going, gang?
I have a delay on mine, so
So what do you say
Oh,
about
I
your?
hear somebody.
That was Ed.
what? My screen went out again, or what?
No, I can see the screen.
I don't see him.
You don't see him? How
Oh
come?
yeah. Okay, I see him now. He was below you, Ralph. There you go.
There he is. Yeah. Yeah. I can see the word scrolling. Yeah, I was talking about Erica today about that. I need to start my coloring book is for sale for the podcast because they take the money automatically out, so it don't bother me. But that was a purpose for this anyway. So hey, I see you set up, Ed. What was you gonna do?
What was I gonna do?
Yeah.
So, we were talking, and you know how I was saying that my print is off. It's not even. So, I'm still practicing it, but I've always spent most of my time practicing script, and really didn't ever really focus on print until more people are asking for print than script, and I believe it's because like what you're saying, they're not teaching script anymore like they used to.
Oh yeah, they don't teach script in school anymore.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because the kids ain't even gonna know how to read script if they can't even write it. That's how I feel anyway.
Exactly.
No, you're right. You're right. It's gonna be a hieroglyph. What's those hieroglyphs you write there on that shirt?
Yeah. What is that? But they say that's a way of them getting around to doing something, dumbing the kids down, I guess.
Well, you got to make sure they can be on those assembly lines.
Yeah, that's what they
Putting
need.
together them hamburgers.
I see you do a lot of writing, Crave. I see you doing it on the iPad, pen, on shirts.
Yeah.
Different fonts.
Yeah. It's crazy. The script is I can't get away from it. Like people, I try to post the graffiti, the bubble letters, all that, and I don't know. People just want script at this point, at least from here in Texas, anyway, where I'm at.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you right. You are in Texas. Where you up north?
Yeah, I'm in Amarillo.
Amarillo. Yeah. Yeah. So what would I was gonna do a script thing, but shit, I don't know if I hooked it up all the way. Hold on, let me see. Not a script, a print. Hold on, I'm gonna drop my drink. Shit, I just got off. I need this drink.
Don't mess up the drink, man. Don't mess up the drink.
I've been making my homemade old fashions.
Now, script has always been like high in demand. You know what I mean? But lately, some people want print. Some people don't even want script. You know, and it just mind blows me that people don't like it because they really just don't know how to read it.
Well, yeah, I think it's I can't see using a script for every design though. I think I offer maybe 10 different lettering styles. So I give them the option. Like today, if somebody wanted block, somebody wanted bubble. So I mean, everything is not script.
Right.
Yeah, I think I got like eight different styles that I like. I've got the bubble, the block, the scratch, print, script, and graffiti.
Victor's on fire with that.
That covers most bases.
Here's one I'll use at the parties. Oh, I lost my light. Here's what I use at parties. I sit on the table, offer these fonts.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I don't see any old English. Can you do those old English letters for
We're
me?
not doing that.
Oh, I hate old
Yeah, but
English.
see, this is what I offer at parties, and it's quicker and easier for me.
Do you do bubble letters? Like, I want something that's kind of like bubbles and rainbows
If it
and
ain't
like
on this board, ma'am,
unicorns.
if it ain't on this board, we can't do it.
This is about as close as I get to old English.
Yeah, and that's freehand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you get asked about it a lot? When I was in the flea market, I got to actually do a lot of old English.
I don't get asked too often. And then I'll usually say I can do something similar, and then I'll just do that calligraphy stuff.
Yeah, something to make it look like it's old English.
Yeah.
I haven't had a request for old English in a couple of years.
No, I get it. I get it every blue moon.
But then again, you know, I'm at the beach.
And it's starting to warm up over there.
Say it again.
Is it warming up over there?
Not enough for me, but I mean, it's getting there.
Oh yeah. It was 80 today. 80 here.
Oh wow, it only got up to about 60 here.
Oh, yeah, we had last weekend it was 42. It's cold
Oh
and hot
hell
down there.
no.
That way you in Amarillo?
Yeah, it was like in the high 70s over here. But windy. I went to go get some chalk before I did that piece today, and man, over there off of a certain road towards the west side of town, like 90 mile an hour gust winds, and it was all nothing but dirt flying into the sky. It was bad.
I hate to work outside in that stuff. Erica said, "You want to get on, Erica?" What was I gonna say? So Ed, so you said you have different ways of doing your script. That's just one of them, or what?
Yeah, well, this is pretty much what I do. Dang, let me see.
Oh,
Obviously,
man.
well, this is what I like to do. I mean, but it all has to do with the leaning of your wrist and your finger trigger.
Oh, hold on. Let me send Erica invite. Copy.
That's just a different. I don't know if you guys
Looks
can see
good
it.
to me. Better than I can do.
Probably a different.
Eric, you want to get on Holloway? You always talking.
I don't know. Or maybe I'm just a little nervous.
Why are you nervous? You're amongst other artists.
That's all right. We'll talk trash after we're offline. Not
Right.
while we're online, man.
You saw that shit? You saw that shit?
You know what, guys? I have a little confession to make. I'm not gonna lie, man. This script kind of gets to you, kind of gets to the ego, you know, a little. And I got humble not too long ago when I said I could do Ralph's script. I mean print, or what was it? Block letter? I don't remember what it was. I think it was block letter. And I was like, I could do that. And I tried it, and I failed miserably. And I called Ralph back, and I was like, hey man, I'm sorry. I thought I could do it. I thought I could do even better. I just realized, you know, it's all ego right now, and I'm not about that. You know what I mean? About ego. I that's something that I push away a lot. But for some reason, my mouth started talking too much, and thought I could pull it off, and I failed. And I said, man, I apologized to Ralph. You know, I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm not who I think I am in my head. So, hey, Ed, come down, and yeah. And I feel like that's my way of learning, you know.
But I think that's everybody though, because everybody gets designs to come in from somebody else, and like it used to be Hector's design used to come into my shop all the time. Like, man, I'm not doing that. I can't mimic Hector's style. I can do it close, but I'm not gonna be able to do it exactly the way Hector does it. So it ain't nothing to not be humble yourself about.
Yeah.
I say be yourself, man. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. I mean,
Yeah, like,
get as close as you can and focus on you.
Yeah, like the dude right here, Elado Platino Clavo. All he used to like to do was tattoo writing. Ain't that right, Clavo? There go Erica jumped on.
What's up, Erica?
Hey, I can't even see me. I can't see y'all. I'm doing
Yeah,
something
put some
wrong.
light on, girl.
Erica B.
Light on.
I got to put some light on. What I need to do?
I can see you.
Let me see.
I can see you.
I can't see nobody.
Well, we are.
Let me see.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's something that I got to do on my side.
Is that message just now? Yes.
Okay, I see everybody now. He said you're in the show.
Marco.
I was just asking Chino if he wanted to jump on.
Who's
He
that?
said yes,
Okay, there
sir.
we go now. Who's that? Yeah, I got to run the Michaels.
Gotta do what?
I got to go to the art store.
What you gotta get?
I got t-shirts. I haven't been doing Valentine's Day. I was real busy for that with t-shirts, but right now it's all about the footwear. Then I'll be heading to the ballpark like you.
Yeah, it's I ran out a lot of pink and red.
Oh really? Yeah, Valentine's Day. They were wanted this year.
I didn't do very well for Valentine's.
Yeah.
But then again, I've only had the flea market booth for like 2.5 months now.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute to build your clientele base. So did you have a clientele base when you were painting from home and you just have them follow you over there?
Not here locally. I mean, TikTok. I have the website, so people order there. But here locally, people knew I was here, but now they know that I have a spot. So it's coming. It's getting there. It's just I started December 18th, and not the best time to start.
Yeah, December is slow. January is kind of slow. It doesn't really pick up till like February around Valentine's Day, and then it starts jamming from there. Because then closer towards the end of February and March, you start getting the income tax people coming in, and then you got baseball season coming in February and March, and yeah, it'll start kicking for you.
Yeah, I've started seeing people coming in asking about baseball helmets, and I was like, yeah, I could do those.
Yeah, yeah, it's Chino's on. There you go, Chino. What's up, Chino?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's going on, Chino?
Nothing much. Everyone
God, I
looks busy
spoke
tonight.
to you twice in one day.
I know. Lightning must strike soon, huh?
What's up,
Yeah.
Chino?
So what y'all got going on? What you got going on, Chino?
Nothing much. I don't know. Some of you know, some of you don't. I picked up a paint company, so I don't know who knows that now.
Oh
But
yeah.
some does. Yeah.
Pink
I
company?
found out today.
Herb does. Herb knows what's going on, right?
Yeah, I was
Congratulations,
surprised. I was like, what? But I'm glad to
Actually-
hear it because it really needs to be a situation where an artist is has a lot of feedback into the company that they buy paint from. And the fact that an artist isn't really kind of part of the company makes it more difficult to kind of explain, hey, these are the things we're seeing, this is what's going on, so on and so forth. And a
Yeah.
lot of them are kind of like, well, it's not my fault, it's a supply chain. I'm sorry it's a supply chain, but if I mess up a t-shirt, I got my customer there in front of me, I can't go, oh, it's a supply chain, not my fault. No, I got to fix it and make it right.
Right.
Yeah, somebody who
Yeah,
got hands on.
our customers don't care.
Yeah.
Our
It-
airbrush
but-
customers don't care. So
If you have an artist in control of it, then you know they
goes my camera.
they got more feedback. They can give you more feedback because they know what they're working with. Yeah. That's how I see it.
no, Diana is actually she's doing a lot of the mixing of the colors that need to be mixed. I'm doing a lot of like the solid colors. And between the two of us, we have kind of like almost like a three-way system to check the paint before it goes out to make sure that it's good. So as far as that, I mean, we're trying to stay on top of the quality control. And in the past there has been some problems, and I spent like about a month with Bill training in Alabama, about a couple of weeks there, and then he was here for a few weeks in Reno. So just to make sure Diana's got it too. But
Yeah.
and then I drove it from Alabama all the way to Reno. So that was a drive. That was
Man.
What part of Alabama did you come to, Shano?
he was at Camp Hill. So I got to go to Auburn and I drove up to Memphis and I stayed there. Then from Memphis I did a straight shot to Albuquerque. That was a long day.
Wow.
But that's when it was freezing a few weeks ago. So I had to actually go from Memphis straight to Albuquerque because I couldn't stop in between because I had all the paints loaded in the truck and the pigments and the chemicals and they couldn't freeze. So I had to go from like, I think it was like 7 a.m. I drove straight to like almost 11:30 midnight
That's a lot.
that day. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But I've never been in the South, so it was kind of cool, I didn't know that the Jack in the Box served grits for their breakfast meals, so that was something different.
My uncle lives in New York. He actually when he comes here, he buys grits because they don't have them up there. The ones that we have in Alabama, they don't have them. Jimmy Dean grits.
Yeah. No, that was my first time having grits, and yep,
What?
that's what I thought. I did nothing. So
That's funny.
It was
Did
cool.
you put sugar?
It was
You put salt and
it was a
pepper?
different experience being in the South, so it was nice.
We don't.
I like
I don't. We don't put. I don't know, man. My mom makes grits every day. I have to ask her. I don't cook them.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like oatmeal to me. So it's just different. It tastes like nothing like oatmeal. So
You put sugar
Oh,
or put
yeah.
grits in there. You put sugar or salt and pepper.
No,
I just saw
when I had it, it was just pretty bland, you know. So it was it was just very basic.
Yeah, you,
You know.
yeah, you didn't. Yeah,
Yeah, I put
you
sugar
didn't have the
on.
good cheese and southern grits.
Yeah,
No, I
Somebody
didn't have
didn't make
any
it right.
brown sugar with it or shrimp or nothing, you know. So, but yeah,
Mm-mm.
it was different. And
hey,
then
hey,
Interesting.
Eric, I have
I
my
had
own.
some
I make my own hours, brother.
yeah,
Oh, I was asking a
and I
question,
had some
Eric.
deep fried liver. Yep,
Oh no.
tastes like liver.
Deep
So
fried liver.
yeah,
Dang,
So
you
so
never
somebody
had that.
we went to
somebody
some buffet
informed.
and
So
everything was fried, some country buffet in Alabama, and it was different. You know, everything was fried. You know, and as the crawfish was there, you know, that's a lot of work for crawfish for just a little thing. You know, so I'm gonna pass on the crawfish. You know, getting all that work in, you get like little tiny piece of meat. So I'll pass on that one.
Yeah. Hey, so when you gonna make your the official announcement?
Yeah, I don't know, man, because you know some people don't like changes, and yeah, Bill's been here helping, you know, making sure that we've been mixing right, you know, and the formula is the formula, and the only thing we're doing different is, you know, we're trying to play with some more different colors that we get asked for when we're in the fairs, and you know, in our experience, you know, we've done the casino, and we do the fairs, we've done the swap meets. I mean, you know, we're kind of all over the place once we get on the road, but you know, that's so with that, you know, Diana's the painter, and you know, I just make the booth look good. I'm the order taker.
Uh,
But yeah. So any questions on color, what you guys want mix, you know, message Diana. You know, she's got a pretty good eye on color matching and just coming up with some cooler shit. You know, so but and you know, as far as like getting stuff shipped out, you know, you know, let me know when you guys order. Say, hey man, can you get this out quick? And you know, that's pretty much my end. You know, when we do stuff like that, you know, so with the stencils and the shipping, I do all that stuff. So and if you guys tell me you guys have a fair coming up soon, and my priority is like having that either out today or out tomorrow. You know, and I'll let you guys know. But you know, don't wait last minute like everybody else, and then everyone gets mad because I couldn't get it out, or the post office couldn't deliver it, you know, the time they're supposed to, and you know how those guys are.
that's
But
good to know, Chino, because I've been trying to get some of these for I don't know how long, bro.
stop it, you stop it, don't start.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm glad you know you're gonna get right on it and get
It's
it
still
out.
here, so stop it. You know, I'm waiting on you. You know, you just freehand everything. I told you had to use it.
so
Yeah.
I need to be informed. What are we talking about here when you this whole paint thing?
ETAC. My wife and I bought ETAC in January, and
Holy
so
snap.
we went. I went to Alabama and stayed in Camp Hill for a little bit to train with Bill, who was the owner, and he's the chemist, and you know, and me and Herb had a little discussion earlier about quality control. So you know, we're gonna try our best to be better. You know, and you know, Bill's you know they're older. You know, and they want to retire. So you know, so it was offered to us, and it was cool. You know, I mean, we jumped on it. So,
That
but
is
yeah,
pretty
That's a
ETAC.
cool.
blessing.
And
Congratulations, sir.
Hell
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
I'm talking
appreciate
about.
it. And you know, like to everybody else, you know, we use just like you know, like every single one of you. Some Create Tech, some Wicked, some Aquaflow, and then you know we kind of got stuck with ETAC when we jumped on. They were the better quality at the time, so you know we had less problems with them. I mean, you know, we all have problems with the paint companies at one point or another, but
Yeah.
you know, and you know everyone's had their little mishaps during like you know supply chain issues, but understanding what I went through with Bill and training, you know, I see a lot of that stuff happening, and then you know my concern was like you guys like oh, what's going on, you
Oh, I
know,
can't find my wallet.
huh?
Where it is? Somewhere in here.
Oh, Eric, I'm looking for a
Maybe
while.
somewhere in all this mess.
But yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's a good thing, man. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess some people don't like change, but change always happens. So, I mean, once you put it
Yeah,
out, I'm pretty sure everybody accept it. Ain't nobody what they gonna do.
I know,
They can't go back to
but you know,
Createch,
I
so
mean,
it
you know,
makes
when I
sense.
found out though, a lot of people like in the Tennessee area, They're not ordering through computer. They want to talk to somebody. Some people in the South, same way, you know. And you know, the reason that the website came about 6-7 years ago was, hey, do you have a place where I can look at it? You know. So now everybody wants to do the opposite. They want to talk to somebody. So I don't know, but I'm trying to get to everybody. You know.
Yeah. The are you gonna update the website? Or did they even have a website?
Yes, they
Yeah,
have a
the Chino
website
Stencils.
and it needs to be updated.
All the colors are there, but the I'm actually the website for eTag is actually directing everybody to my website because that website is already set up. So we are gonna try to update eTag's website, you know, so it kind of has its own thing. For right now, the my chinostencils.com, all the 54 colors that we have for eTag is on there. So it goes from 2, 4, 16, and 32 ounces. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Something to say?
Yeah,
You know
I
how-
think I've been to their site. They site did need a lot of help though, because it was like bland. What's up, Clavo?
Hey, how you doing, Mr.
You guys plan on like offering a bigger like what is it, like 64 ounce or bottle of blacks or anything like that? Because I go through a lot of black.
I mean, when they were doing it, I actually needed the same thing, but in Bill's defense and how he didn't want to sell that much is because he thinks people will sit on it and then we would get more complaints instead of going through the 32s.
True.
So it's always fresh, you know. So
Makes
that's
sense.
the reason he never wanted to sell the gallons like Wicked and Createx did at Coast. I used to buy the gallons when I was buying through Coast. So I understand why you would need it. If you guys are busy, then I understand that. But I mean, you can call me and then I'll come up with a price for you guys. If it's something that you guys are needing more often, like a gallon, just message me and we'll work something out. I'll give you guys a better price on the gallons.
Yeah, normally everybody would buy 232s though. I would buy 232s.
Yeah.
The only reason that's standard practice.
Yeah. I mean, when you have the 32s, it stays fresh as that. I mean, it's more fresh than, and we're not keeping the gallon at the shop, so we're constantly making. I think we're going through about probably like a week to 2 weeks per pail. What I mean per pail is 5 gallon. We make it 5 gallon buckets, and the smaller the size of the pan is actually harder to make just because of the color. There's more room to make a mistake when it's a smaller batch. So the bigger batch is easier to fix if we go too much on the pigment. So, but that's why we try to. Right now, we only have a few of the colors that are in 5 gallons, just because we don't have the room. I have just a small warehouse when I brought all this stuff from Alabama, so we need to already update before the summer and get into a bigger space.
Yeah,
but
what about?
I remember ordering
Somebody asked how does it work on the windows? On window art.
On the window, well, I'm trying to get into. FedEx has this one promotion that it's like a whole new shipping thing. I think it's called FedEx One, but I'm having a hard time integrating it to my website to where it actually only takes 2 days with FedEx, and it's supposed to be cheaper than the USPS Priority. So, I'm trying to get. Have that in by this week, so it's a lot cheaper and faster for people to get their stuff. And the shipping wise, we're still playing with that because I understand Bill used to have a special where you order so much you get free shipping. And if we can fit it all in a US priority, large priority, I'll throw in the free shipping on that. It's about 7 to 8 bottles of 32s. I mean, when we go 8, it's pretty tight. And the post office guys, I don't know what the hell they're doing with it. They're just tossing that shit like it's like a shot put or something, because I'm packing the crap out of it, and trying not to have any damages in there. But because every damaged thing, it just hurts me, because I always replace whatever happens, before it gets to you guys. Even if it gets lost, I have to replace it. So, the less problems I have, the better for me, and the faster you guys get it. So if it's like like 8 bottles to a large priority, I'll throw in the free shipping for you guys. Just make sure you contact me first. So when I do the invoice for you guys, I'll take the shipping out, and that'll save you guys like I think $22, $23. So
Are you
So
gonna
is that
keep
something that you just message through the website or call you directly?
I'll put a coupon code in there, you know, and if you already registered on the website, you'll get it on your email. I'll do that probably tomorrow. So if you guys are gonna start ordering stuff there, you know, try to, you know, if you get like 8 bottles, actually, you know, I was just gonna put in either 8 bottles for free or free shipping, or just cut down. If you guys just order straight through the website, it'll be like, I'm trying to have it to where it's reduced back down to like $32 per bottle instead of 38, and everything has gone up. So that's why ours is higher. And like I told her earlier, that the light fast rating that we get for the pigments is the highest that we can get. So if you guys used it in the past and not happy with it, come check it out again. And, you know, and that's the only way I know is, you know, if it's not what it says it is, because like when we order stuff, the light fast, which means how long the color stays on, you know, either through washes or being out in the sun, it's supposed to be the highest rated on whatever we order, you know. And you know, I had a complaint about the fluorescent yellow wasn't bright enough, so, and the pink, so we upped the percentages on those to make it brighter. And you know, like I said, huh?
Are you gonna keep the? Are you gonna still have satellite sellers, like people?
You know, it's kind of like, this is how I look at it. The more satellites I got, the lesser I make, or I have you guys order straight from me, and I lower the price a little bit. It's a win-win for you guys, a win-win for me. So, but at the same time, not everybody likes me, so they don't want to order from me, you know. But you know, if I don't like you, you don't like me, we don't have to be friends. Your money didn't do anything to me, so I'll still take your money and I'll ship you your stuff. But you know, so I mean, you know, it's all ego with these, you know, with everybody. You know, I mean, I got a family to feed, so if someone wants to order something, I'll take your money and ship you your stuff. You know.
Yeah, I have no a minute ago because you deleted me. So
yeah, it's all about business, man. I got 5 kids. You know, I gotta take care of these guys. So,
what's the name of?
ChinoStencils.com, and we took over the ETAC color concept. There you go. He's got one right there. And
yeah, I'm gonna need to order more.
You know, and like I said, you know, if you guys are ordering a lot, you know, hit me up. You know, and I always appreciate you guys order straight through me, and I'll ship that stuff out as soon as I get it, or if I can squeeze it in today, it ships out today. You know, so, and for the most part, right now the only thing I'm waiting on is the fluorescent yellow. Comes in Wednesday in a couple of days. And that's the only pigment I'm missing is the fluorescent yellow. Anything else is pretty.
And they said it wasn't bright enough.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, my wife paints, and I'm like looking at it. It looks pretty damn bright, but you know, and you know, I mean, everyone's got their own.
I use it a lot, dude. I mean, I use that. Yeah. And hang on, how do you flip this thing?
Flip what?
And you know, we actually have a line of pastels too. I don't know if you guys, if you check out the website, there's a line of pastel colors that we just brought out a few weeks ago. So check those out too. They're all opaque.
Are those gonna be opaque colors, like those pastel ones?
You know, I like all the pastels, the black and the white. They're all opaque. And then I don't know who got a sample of the AG white. That one we don't have available because the base for that one is different. It's like a next level type of acrylic with it. It's like nanotechnology. I don't know. Bill was using a lot of big words. Yeah, and I had to buy that one comes in a 55-gallon drum, and I'm just waiting for that to come in. That was about almost $1,500 just for one drum. Oh. So yeah,
will you be changing the names to basic names?
You know, funny you said that because when I was in Alabama, we had this color green, and Bill's like, "All right, you know, that's rainforest green." I'm like, "Well, it looks a lot like a damn bright green." So my dumbass changes it, and he changed it on the computer for me, and so I get an order for this color, when I got back to Reno, I'm like, well, what the hell is this thing? I can't find it. And so I text him, and we're arguing over the phone. He goes, "You changed that color. It's bright green." I'm like, I don't remember that happening. So I'm not changing any more colors just because of that reason. Because I couldn't remember it. When I changed it, I forgot about it. So we're keeping the colors the way it is, just because it's already set in stone, and just because I can't remember. That's basically why I'm not changing it. I can't remember.
I had a hard time searching for the actual just basic red, and there's like different reds.
You know,
so I ended up ordering.
Which one?
I ended up ordering all of them just to see which was the red that I was looking for.
Well, you have your basic naphthol. This is the red, and then you have your pyrrole, which is kind of has a tint of orange. I don't like that one, but for some reason it sells a lot. And then we have a dragon's blood. It's called dragon's blood red. That one's more like maroon. It's if you want, like, I'll send you a color sample if you want. Just when you guys ask for samples, just kind of remind me more, because if it's not on the website as an order, I can't remember. I write in a paper, and I'll lose the goddamn thing, because I have like 20 million papers written all over, and so just keep texting me until I respond. Look, it's shipping. So. You
got to get your system. You got to figure out once you get your system down pat, you probably wouldn't be no problem.
Yeah, because like if it's not an order off the website, I just pretty much go with the list that I have on the website. So, but
hey, Clavo, have you tried the ETAC yet?
I did. Eric had me try the black, and I really liked it. Whenever I sprayed it on the helmet, like the black, to paint it all black, it looked like it was catching fisheye. However, whenever I would clear, you couldn't see the fisheye no more.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that,
are you using what do they call it? Like a base coat? Because we have a thing called poly ETAC, and that's what they usually use for a base for the plates and the hard surfaces. So if you're not using one of those and it's still giving you problems, let me know, and I'll send you one of those to try out, see if it helps out.
What is that called?
Just message me. Poly ETAC. It's like Paul. It's POL ETAC. It's a different base. It's not the same as the base for the autograph. So it's just it's more of a binder. Is what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah, a top binder. That's what it is. A top binder.
Binder. Okay.
So
how do I get my name on a bottle?
So it's like a top coat.
I love this is my color, bro. This is my color. This phthalo green, like, dude, everybody loves that phthalo green. Like, it is fantastic.
It's funny with the circle that usually works with me over here when we were in Vegas. Diana used to make this baby blue for all these guys. So as soon as they found out we took over ETAC, everyone messaged me, goes, "Hey, is Diana coming out with her blue? Diana blue?" I'm like, we can't name it Diana blue. That's gonna sound stupid, So
no, you could, dude. Those spray paint, those spray paint companies do that, man.
That's what that's what a lot of guys. Well, it's your company now. You can name whatever you want. I go, yeah, but I can't remember it. If somebody says that, well, I would have to tell her, hey, somebody needs one of your blues, and she's gonna say, which blue? Your blue. It's gonna be one of those Abbott and Costello back and forth,
Dude, you can do it. I'm telling you, like Montana and Belton, like the graffiti spray paints and stuff, man. They have artists that have like specific colors that they order a lot of, and eventually they just put their like Dare orange or certain whatever color.
Yeah.
Hi, TJ.
So Aquaflow makes these Mino opaque colors, like a rich red, not any pink color, but a rich red. And I like how it covers on black. Will you be making some of those?
You know what? I'm gonna have to buy whatever ETAC has and just kind of, not ETAC, but Aquaflow, kind of take a look at it. We used to use Aquaflow years ago. It's been a good 10-12 years since we've had Aquaflow, And that's what I mean is the way Bill has set up the colors. It's to where everyone always wants a different tint of red, and we obviously can't make every single color. So he's made it to where you can adjust it either both ways.
Y'all gonna
You
kill
can
me.
lighten it up or darken it up. So it's one of those things that you might have to mix it, or you might have to tell me, hey, can you put in a couple of drops of this to make it a little darker?
Okay.
And we'll try our best to do it, but you have to order you can't order 2 ounces and expect us to mix it.
Right.
You're gonna have to do that on your own. If it's like a 32, then we might be able to swing it that way, because we have these girls in Florida. They sell a lot of paint. They order, dealer pricing. They order a good amount twice a month, and they just move it. So we've made a couple of colors for them that they requested, but I think it's for their own events that they do for private, corporate events and stuff. So, but yeah, that we can do. And, as far as colors, like I said, if we can do it, give us time, we can do it. We have the pigments. So, you got to order at least a 32 ounce or a 16, in order for us to be, because we can't have, actually that too. If you guys have friends that are just painting part-time, we have so many colors that we're not selling anymore, or we have a lot of test samples. I'm gonna put those out as a clearance thing on the website, and it's gonna be way cheaper. If somebody just wants to paint and have different color tint of green or blue, it'll be on there. So keep an eye on those. See if you guys like those, and you get it at a discount.
Hey, real quick, y'all might kill me. I just put it on another charge, but I'm at 1%, so I hope we make it. I just put it on another charge. See if it stays on.
Man, don't you keep any chargers around the place?
I haven't pulled any of my iPads out in I don't know how long.
What happened?
Man, we can't take you nowhere, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
I know. You got one job, Ralph.
I'm sorry, man. I should have been ready. We didn't think about this till last minute, though. Me and Ed talked about it.
Man, what if we had opened up the champagne and everything to celebrate? Man, we can't even cheer together now, man.
It would have went off right when we popped the bottle, bro. But we still
exactly.
It's been at 1 minute for a second.
And I'm super happy for Chino though, man. That's amazing. That's freaking awesome.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, dude, congrats. Is that
Appreciate it,
Ghost
guys.
that's
Thank you.
putting that comment in there?
Yeah, that's Ghost.
I got a question. I got
But,
a question. His koalas have flying reptiles.
Flying reptile.
Oh my!
Is that a pterodactyl?
He's into the dinosaurs right now.
Is that a pterodactyl?
Kind of a bigger version, I guess.
Yeah.
A bigger version.
But I think people gonna do what they're gonna do anyway, Tino. So if you go ahead and post it, and I guess
And that's the thing is, we obviously want to sell it better products. So if there's something going on with it, and this is the other thing too. When people say, "Hey, something's going on with the paint," we don't know how long that paint sat in the car. We don't know you put water in that bottle. We don't know what you cut it with, because if you cut it with water, look, these bottles, we put biocide in there to kill bacteria out of that water. And when you add water in there, the only thing that water wants to do is become a fucking pond, right? So everything grows in water. So when people are mixing it with water, I've heard somebody tell, "Hey, I put antifreeze on this and it works great." I'm like, don't fucking tell me that, man. Don't tell me that. Yeah, and that's the thing is I don't know. We'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt. If there's something wrong with ours, then we'll know. But remember one thing: every time we make a batch, I keep a bottle to myself with a date on it. So if someone says, "Hey, your black's doing this," I'll go right to that shelf and look at when you bought it, and I'm gonna look for that. And my wife's a painter, so it's one of those things that either you had that paint sitting outside for a long time, and these chemicals, there's two ways to activate them: mechanically and chemically, right? So mechanically, obviously, when we press them, and then chemically is when the temperature goes up, and that's when it thinks it's ready to bond to each other, So when we get complaints like, "Hey, it's doing this," I'm like, "Well, how long did it sit outside? What did you cut it with? What did you did you use Extend there? Did you use water, or did you use other kind of shit?
Are you going to sell a reducer?
We have a reducer. Yeah, we have a reducer.
Okay.
It should be on there. I'll check, but we actually Bill just helped me mix our reducer before he left last week. So we do have a reducer.
As long as you're not mixing it with a paddle oar, I'm happy.
No. And that's the thing is we actually use distilled water, you know, and you know, so we try to keep the bottles as clean as possible, you know, and when it smells, you know, that's bad. Some people like to hang on to it, but throw that shit away, you know, if it smells bad. So, yeah, you know, and you know, if it comes in a chunk, you know, I'll guarantee that if it comes to you like a cheese, man, you know, take a picture of it. And throw it away. I'll send you another bottle. You know, you know, like I said, we're painters. We have a business just like all you guys do, you know. And
Awesome.
then I'll probably even next day that thing over because I know you guys are gonna need it, you know. So
yeah. So will you be making an illustration line?
You know, the way it looks, man, it's really not moving, man. I mean, illustration in this country isn't moving as much as it is in Europe. Because I look at the numbers that, you know, Bill got me, because the EFX is an illustration line, you know, and I don't know. I mean, we have the stuff for it, so I mean, I can't say no because it's still on the website. We have the formula for it, so I mean, it's something that if people need it, you know, we'll have to mix it, you know, until we totally cut it off, you know. But to me, right now, I thought that was the first thing I should cut, but my wife, you know, it's like, no, we'll leave it on there. I'm like, all right. And I'd actually rather focus on the private stock and the autograph, the more of the automotive, kind of like the Wicked line that we have. It's a lot better than Wicked.
Now, is the E-Tack going to be able to be used on fabric as well as metal? Because I sell tags, and I really am not trying to have two different lines of paint to paint out of one store.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way it's mixed, it's supposed to. You know, the way it's mixed, it's supposed to. You know, so it's gonna be one of those things that because that, you know, we don't sell a lot of tags where we're at. You know, it's a 2-plate state, so we haven't done a tag in a long time. The only time we do tags is when we hit Arizona, and we haven't been to Arizona in a couple of years. So, but I'll have Diana try and test the private stock that we're mixing with the formula we got and make sure that it works. And, you know, I mean, you know, this is what I tell people. You don't use house paint to paint a car, right? And this formula for private stock is supposed to be durable like that. And it's even supposed to be really good on leather. But we haven't tried it, so I can't really tell you how good it is. That's kind of what I'm looking for is people that do a lot of leather. You know, I still don't have any people that we have sponsored yet, just because everyone is under the umbrella of Createx, and you know, Createx took care of these guys for a long time, and a lot of them don't want to jump on board with us. You know, I've had a talk with a couple of guys that we know from the workshop, and mind you, we did the workshop every year for my wife. You know, so I know a lot of the instructors, but a lot of them, you know. They order from me, but you know, it's one of those things. Hey, make sure you don't tell anybody. You know, I'm like, I understand. You get free paint. You know, I'm not gonna ruin that for you. You know, free paint's free paint. You know, no matter how much you struggle with it, time is money. They don't want to struggle with it, so you know, that's you know, their prerogative what they want to use, especially when it's free.
Well, I just want to make sure I don't need like 30 brushes.
Know, if there's people that are like, you know,
two different products.
Because I mean, this paint is. Was it?
What happened?
Hello?
It broke up.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What was the last question?
Yeah.
I was saying I didn't want to have 30 brushes to take care of two different products.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah. No, I from what it was told to me that, like I said, we haven't tested it for plates. But Becky would know because she uses it constantly up there. So I think she uses the what do you call it? The poly tack to do the base with, you know, first. So yeah, you can ask her because she does it more. Actually, Ricardo would know. Ricardo uses paints a lot of I don't know if anybody knows Ricardo Gonzalez, but he paints a lot of plates. So I'll ask him after we have this conversation.
So I have a question. So a lot of my struggles with ETAC is when I'm airbrushing on a black shirt and I'm trying to get just basic transparent colors over the white, and they just do not pop out. They just don't have enough pigment to where it can cover the white. And I sometimes I have to drop ETAC and just go back to like Aquafol or Cratex.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to fix that or
what. So you can't get enough of the pigment to stay on the
yeah,
shirt?
it's just that it's not enough pigment. It's just
How much
some
airbrush
people-
are you using?
How heavy is your shirt and how many psi are you doing? You know what I
I'm
mean?
using
So
about
if you look at your board, if a lot of your artwork's on the board, you're spraying too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't use a lot of PSI.
It's going right through the fabric, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
you know your shirt quality might be a little on the lesser side, and then lower your PSI maybe. Try that, and adding pigment isn't a problem for me. You know, and that's
I don't know what
it
it is.
You know?
It just doesn't. It's like too transparent when it comes to doing black shirts.
Have you tried using a hair dryer while you're applying the paint?
That's pretty much what I use. I don't know, for some reason. I mean, I would have to like do a live maybe and show you guys. And it might be because ETAX is a little bit thinner than most of the paints, and I'm not able to build up. It just, like he said, like Chino said, it goes right through. So maybe that's the issue, and maybe I have to. I airbrush.
What's your PSI?
40, 45 PSI.
Oh wow, that's
Shouldn't be
pretty
that
low.
Yeah,
that's pretty low. How's your shirt? Is your shirt pretty see-through, or is it?
Yeah,
100%.
100% cotton. 100% cotton
Okay.
is what I like to airbrush on. But
So
it's
on the
always
black. So is your white the problem then?
no, the white. I use aqua for white. You know what I mean? Maybe
Okay.
maybe it's not working together, but
Yeah, I bought the white.
But yeah, when I put colors, like there's certain, like brown doesn't work. It just starts getting all diluted and transparent, and there's a lot of there's a lot of moments when me and Ralph talked about that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know what it is.
This is what I hear with white. For the guys, I don't know if anybody knows Doug Burke up in Kentucky. He uses half ETAC and half Aquaflow for white, or he'll go vice versa, half ETAC and half Wicked. Whoever has a better mix, they'll put the other one in. But I've always heard from other people, we're always in the half. So I don't know if we're the problem or we're half the solution. But the white that we just got, the last batch that we did, it was pretty thick. So I'm waiting for feedback on that, because that was actually an older white that they used to use, and it was thick, man. It was thick. So
I don't thin my whites.
That was something that I was telling Mr. Kelly whenever I was asking him about that paint, about mixing it half and half, because
that's Herb. That's Herb.
That's me.
Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
I was with somebody. Go ahead.
Who's doodling me? Daggone it, gone it.
6 ounce. Eric Holloway.
Heat press in between coats with a white color. We've done that. But
Yeah,
that top binder is supposed to help. So if you guys are having a problem with the white, message me and I'll send you guys maybe a couple of ounces of top binder, see if that helps. No sense of buying a 16 if it doesn't work. So if you guys want to try it out, just message me and I'll send you guys a couple of ounces of the
That's
top
funny.
binder.
You guys are gonna make me sound like an E-Tech fanboy, man. I have no problems with it.
I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's just maybe how people handle it, and so maybe just kind of rethink how everyone handles it, and because when Bill was telling me all the problems people have, he kept getting about, well, this is the other stuff because if only one person complained and we have like a big batch that we ship out to, it's really not us at that point, right? Or no one else says anything. So it's one of those things that we have to get like accurate feedback, and it can't be like the paint you've had for like 20 years ago. So that won't help me at all to try to fix the problem.
Yeah.
So like I said, the temperature control, definitely plays a factor on the paint. And like us, it gets 15, 16 degrees here. We have to have heaters on, keep that thing at like 65, 70 degrees, And when it gets hot, it's going to have to be the same thing. We have to have the AC on, make sure the paint, stays on a good quality temperature. And when I pack those, I don't know if any of you guys received anything from me lately, but I put a lot of paper in there just so I make sure that it's kind of insulated. And, and I put the paper right on top where it usually breaks, right on the cap, just because the whoever's carrying it's just like tossing it like a shot. But if you guys have problems with your post office or UPS, that's the other thing you guys can let me know also. What I do when I ship stuff out is I look at what you paid for and what's going to be the fastest with what you paid me with, not even if it says like, ground, but if I see it's only going to be $1 or $2 more for a priority, I'll eat that $2 up and just ship it to you guys. So it's just as faster, That's I know like a lot of you guys. I'll go with the USPS or UPS, unless I'm told specifically to ship it UPS. That's the only way I'll ship something the way it comes through. No, so to me, I look for the cheapest.
Are you
and
gonna go back
fastest.
to? Yeah. I went to UPS.
I like how
today
you're
and it
working
was
with everybody.
$70 to ship something over.
I try to, man,
$30
because when I used to order at Coast, this is the fucked up shit, right? I place an order Monday. I see the label generated on Thursday. I call them up on Friday. Hey, Jen, what's going on with my order? He goes, yeah, it just shipped out. I'm like, I ordered that Monday. She goes, yeah. When did you need it? Well, fuck, Monday. That's when I ordered it. So, I mean, most of us, our busiest days are the weekends, right? So I know when someone orders it for me Monday, they'd like to have it there by Friday. That's my mentality.
Yeah.
That's what my mentality was, So when people let that orders linger, I'm like, fuck, man, it's like these people don't fucking care, So that's where I'm at when I get orders, and my wife gets at me like, she wants to go home, like, hey, this thing just came in, we can squeeze it in, let's go. I'm pretty bad when it comes to that stuff, but
Do you have any insight on? Do you have any insight on Spectratex? Like I used to like the color selection that they had, right?
Yeah.
But I haven't heard too much about it here lately.
I think they're focusing on like the hobbyists as far as like models, man. I mean I think that's why their paint is so thin, and I think it's more for that application, I mean, you can use ours too, but you'd have to like kind of reduce it a lot more because ours is a little thicker. But I think Spectratech, you'd have to talk to Ken about that. I even actually offered to give him a better deal than what he's selling right now. But I told him to think about it and get back to us. So I mean, I don't mind trying to work with everybody, but and some of these older guys, they're all about relationships. So which I don't. It is what it is. I'm the new kid.
So
on the
I noticed
block,
that. So I noticed that Aquafil was wrapping their paints with like fiberglass. I'm like, I mean, I'm thinking maybe they're shipping their stuff across the country where it's freezing or something. But I'm sure that's going to affect the paint, right? If you don't do that.
I mean, with ours, we have an additive to keep it from freezing.
Okay.
Up to about 15 degrees, I think. I haven't lowered the freezer to try out less than 15 degrees, but we have an additive to keep, like if it's going to Maine or something, or somewhere up in New England area, we'll put a couple of drops of additive to keep it from freezing. So
see now that's
like
that's the color right there. That neon purple berry.
But yeah, I mean,
What?
I try to look at where all the paints are going to, and and like I said, I every order I feel like it's like me placing an order. I don't want your shit getting fucked up. So think of that when you guys order. And that's what it is. I think I care too much is what it is. So
Yeah.
and my wife gets pissed off. So she's like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it needs more packing. So I mean, those things you can literally drop, and I think they'll do pretty good. from a high distance. But I just don't want to replace anything that the carriers damage because it's a pain in
You're
the
still
ass on
gonna-
both sides.
Are you still going to be
Ralph.
pushing Chino stencils?
Yeah. Actually, I got Ricardo's been sending me some stuff to that he makes to sell. So there's another I think 15 or 20 I have to add up. Mind you, they have a different way of making stencils and I laser cut mine. So if it's too small, it'll burn and melt together. So I gotta increase the bridges and the and the cuts and the lines and stuff like that because they cut theirs with plotters, and when it gets too small, the laser melts it, So and then it gives me more time to do the damn thing, which I don't do.
What?
We can't hear you, Ralph.
Tell him the backstory, Ralph.
Oh, I'm not talking. I know.
Is that your angry face?
He can't hear you.
That's his angry face.
We watching Jurassic World.
Hey, you gonna be
So
selling
look at
those,
that.
Ralph?
That's the Palons, right? Is that the Palon cuts? Ralph, is that the Palon we cut for you?
I tell him he's supposed to sell those.
The payload was we never finished up.
You never finished up.
We were supposed to.
They look pretty damn clean. That's on your end now. I got it to you. As soon as you're ready.
So you gotta send him the file, right?
Yeah, that was 5 years ago. He made those, and he wants to sell a package, but he's never painted it.
Yeah, I've been talking to Ricardo, and he's been showing me how to do that himself.
Yeah. I mean, like with us, the stencils are just extra because we were making so many, and that people were asking us. When I make stencils, it's more for our events first, and if whoever can benefit from it afterwards, by all means, that's why we sell it. I mean, I'll go to the same fair. There's 2 other booths there. I'll try to sell them stencils, even though we have the same designs. Because I know in a big fair like the one in LA, most of the people that go see them will never see us. It's so big. So I have no problem with competition. Actually, I think competition makes everybody better. And that's why I don't include the pictures. I don't include the pictures of the stencils. Because when West Coast was selling their packages, it seemed like everybody had the same displays. Because they just copied the video. So I mean, if someone's having a problem with what it looks like, by all means, message me. And I've never said no to nobody. I'd give them all the pictures I got. But it just gives everybody to have their own little creativity.
I see.
I mean, we all don't want to have the same flash, so, and everyone's got their own take on things.
If I go visit you in LA, man, I'm gonna hang around all day.
Nobody would.
I know.
Well, I think
I
he's
might
in
do
Las Vegas, so you're gonna have a hard time in LA.
Well, no, I actually moved away from Vegas. We're in Reno, up by near Sacramento, so Lake Tahoe, Sacramento area. So Pete's only an hour and a half away from me. Pete Oz, Petey Pablo. Ralph knows who he is.
Yeah.
So I'm back up in Reno. My son, he needs the schooling up here is a little bit better. He's in the autistic spectrum. So we moved back to Reno just for school for him. Vegas, just education over there wasn't as good as we needed it to be. So even though business would be better for me in Vegas, family comes first. It's my baby.
Hey, Ralph.
So
yeah.
My battery's about to die myself, man. I'm gonna head out. I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate it, man, for coming on.
All right, have a good one. Just message me if you need
Have a good
anything.
night.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do.
Talk to you
All right,
later, man.
appreciate you. Thank you. Neon purple berry.
I just switched iPads. I'm at 18%. I need to put the other one on charge.
We have a berry color.
Then there was 6.
Yeah. Go get it right over there.
So, go back to putting candy in the peanut. No, you gonna go back to putting candy in the boxes?
Huh?
when the shipping, they was putting candy in there.
Well,
Candy?
we're trying to get some free
You know?
free giveaways. Some coupon codes there for people that order. Just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Some decals.
Are we
coming up
getting
soon.
stickers and candy?
Stickers. Diana wants to do lanyards. And I'm like pricing those out. Like, we're not rich. We're not Createx rich. We're spot meat poor over
But I
here,
did
man.
get a couple of like small bottles of samples. I did get
Huh?
some small sample bottles, like just to test out a different color. But
You know
I
what?
ain't sure about that,
Did any of you guys order the tops from Oscar with the red tip? The white tops with the red tip that fits on the 2-ounce bottles. I bought him out. He was older and he was going through some medical stuff, so I bought a lot of his bottle making equipment. I was actually, when people order like the packs, I was gonna put the tops on. I mean, they're not the big mouth tops, but they're tops. I don't have pictures of it, but I'll show you guys those. I was gonna throw those in, and because I have a ton, thousands. TJ.
Well, that's one way of getting rid of them.
Yeah, no, I have. Man, we were just going through the storage yesterday with all these bottles that we have. It's ridiculous. We have like a ton of 1-ounce bottles. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Who uses 1-ounce bottles? I got like, you do.
For my face paint. I use it for my face paint.
Oh,
okay. Oh, is that what you use?
Yeah,
1-ounce bottles for the face painting? He froze.
Yeah, I face paint with Pro Air, so I use a little 1-ounce. You don't need a lot.
Okay. I got a few of them. I got like a whole bin of just 1-ouncers.
Yeah, you can't
I'll
really
give you
leave
a
that
deal
on
on
the
those.
shelf too long.
Hey, maybe you should set up some sample packs with the 1-ounce for people who just want to test drive the paint to see how it works.
Is 1 ounce enough, you guys think? Or
Yeah.
Is 1 ounce enough?
I mean, if you throw in some on a shirt and throw in some on a plate, I think 1 ounce should be able to get you some decent,
Yeah, and it'd be a little cheaper too, because it ain't that much.
or at least if somebody hooked
So,
enough to buy a bigger bottle.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be
I'll
enough
put
to
a
get
1
somebody
ounce
hooked on
samplers out there, because right now I got two 4 16s and 32 for samples. But a lot of people take advantage of the 32, the opaque pack, because obviously they're discounted because you're buying that much more. Same with the fluorescents. I have a pack for the fluorescents, and a lot of people have figured it out. Like, well, it's like $2 or $3 cheaper per bottle when you buy these. So a lot of them will just order the sample packs. So just a heads up for you guys. If you guys ordering most of the fluorescents, you guys might as well just order the sample pack.
Would you be
a couple dollars per bottle?
Will you ever be doing a body painting, like body paint?
Well, we used to do the airbrush. That's how our business started. Is we used to do airbrush tattoos, and actually, that's kind of what we requested Bill to come up with. Is the reason for it's harder to do body paint is it's makeup and it's regulated by the FDA.
Oh, okay.
So that one you have to get different licensing, and right now, he's only for acrylic paints. So we would have to come up with. I mean, it's not that much more to come up with. You just have to find a chemist that will approve, that's certified, that what we have in the bottle is not toxic, or the levels of the toxicity it doesn't go the range there where it's bad for for people. So, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff to learn, like in a month and a half that we were with Bill, and we're still learning, And I talk to him daily, just asking shit that's probably stupid in his eyes, but I gotta know. Right. I'll probably ask him the same questions 2 or 3 times, but until it sinks in my head.
Yeah, well, it's good to like record a conversation too, man. I think you can always go back and listen to it,
Well, a lot of the stuff. Yeah.
Go ahead. A lot of the stuff.
A lot of the stuff that I got from him, and a lot of the. It's a lot of formulas, it's formulas, and it's just, if you guys ever saw this, you'd be like, oh, there's more to it than what it is, because like I don't know if you guys saw Kent Lynn mix some paint. I think a month or two ago, he was mixing. Did you see that, Ralph? Look, go on his Instagram. He was mixing some paint, but he was using dry pigment. Man, that thing looked chunky, And with us, when we mix it, we strain it when we bottle it, So after we mix it, we mix it again with another like hand mixer, and then as we pour it out the mixers, we strain it. So and so we try to make sure that it flows smooth for you guys, So we because there's some pigments that just hard to break down,
Right.
So and white, that's the heaviest pigment of all. You can put that on a strainer, it'll just sit right there. It won't strain at all. That's how heavy and clumpy white is, So and
okay,
yeah,
I can be honest with you. I bought a 16-ounce bottle of the white. E-Tac white.
Yeah. It wasn't good?
I didn't even have to bottle with it. I was done.
Was it too runny, or what was going on?
It was when you put it on black.
Yeah.
It's like 97 layers to get show up.
Really?
It took a lot to get
I'll send you
with a heat gun. Remind
me tomorrow. I'll send you a 16 so you can try it out. I'm sure it's a different pigment than we have right now.
So
yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
So what do you call when? So what do you call when you make, like, let's say you make a line on a black shirt and then the center part kind of starts fading in?
Blowout.
You know what I'm talking about? Like it's solid at first, and then when it starts drying up, the center part just starts fading, or it just like it sinks in.
Blowout.
You're not getting pigment. All you're getting is the base, right?
Like it makes like a, I don't like a split, not a blowout, but it's kind of like the center part.
It's the chemical treatment on the shirt.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's the whatchamacallit? Not embalming fluid, but it's a fluid they put on it to keep bugs and stuff from eating the shirt. And basically the paint is not adhering to it, and it's not evenly applied across the shirt. Yeah. So that's why if you're going to do black, if you do have a top coat where you can seal it first, and then build up that top coat and then put your pigment on it, it'll go so much faster.
All right.
Hey, Ghost, I sent you an invite to get on if you want to get up on. Clavo, what white you use on your helmets?
I'm using Createx right now. This is the bottle. I'm gonna order another bottle of this black because I really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's a good
what I
mix.
was telling you whenever I messaged you that day, I was telling you that I wanted to mix this with like Createx, just because. I like the way it flows through the gun. It just it feels a little bit too diluted for me. Yeah, but then the Createx on me, I don't airbrush as much as I used to, so paint dries on me a lot. So I'm constantly having to buy more paint.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just buy smaller bottles.
Yeah, and this.
Yeah. So you're not.
What about reducer? Do you put any reducer in your paint?
I do not. I don't add anything to the paint. I just shoot it.
I'm straight out.
Yeah.
I'm straight out of bottle.
I learned how to airbrush from Mr. Kelly, so yeah, pretty much do a lot of things that he does.
That's why they shoot at 80 psi.
and I do shoot at that much.
Run it.
Yeah, run it.
Yeah. So about the gallon.
Hook that thing up and just run it.
This is a helmet I just did earlier today.
Nice. That's good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Hey, what's up, Ghost?
Hey, what's going on? You guys caught me painting. I was listening to you guys.
Who's the Facebook user who told me to add him?
You guys.
They don't have a name on it. What you painting, Ghost?
This hood right here. It's a hood. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know. Can you guys hear me good? I got my
Yeah, we can
headphones
hear
on. I
you.
don't know.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm just painting right now. I was listening to you guys right now. I'm at the shop right
Where you
now,
at?
so I'm at my
What state?
shop here.
What state?
I want to check it out. You want to check it out,
Texas?
or it's not really?
No, where you at?
Yeah, it's in
What
Texas,
state are you in?
Dallas.
Texas? Okay.
Dallas, actually Red Oak. Red Oak. It's like about 40 minutes south of Dallas.
Nice.
So yes, sir.
Are you doing
How you guys doing?
a lot of automotive?
Yeah, yes. That's a lot of what I do. But I just recently got some shoes to paint and some. Lately, I started painting T-shirts for events. I started working for this company, this entertainment company that does like bar mitzvahs and birthday parties, corporate events.
Which company?
It's called Celebrity Airbrush. It's called.
Okay.
So
Because usually it's on my side of the country. It's Am Style, Magoo, in his company, and then you have Pete. Pete's coming out here lately too. Airbrush Events, and then those
cool.
boys from Cincinnati. They've been getting busy too. A lot of postings. And then the Airbrush Brothers, they're going strong.
I just want to say,
Can't hear you, Ralphie.
shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm too old then, so yeah, I don't remember what I said.
yeah, I painted my first T-shirt in years. This past weekend, it's been like maybe at least 5-6 years since I painted a
Are you doing
T-shirt.
a lot of hood liners or just automotive?
No, I don't really paint hood liners. I paint on top of the hood. I don't know if I could switch my camera, but like that's on top of the hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's an automotive. You've been a low
Yeah.
rider a lot.
Yeah, I got a '76 Capri. It's all done up. It's all the flakes and the candies and the.
You do the painting as well?
I'm painting that on the side. What was that?
You do the painting yourself?
Yeah, I do all the flakes. I restored the engine bay. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's all dusty right now, but I do like all the body work. All the flake and candies and the molding, the body work. There's some designs out in there somewhere. You guys can see it.
There you go, Clavo.
Man.
There you go.
Clavo, there you go.
Man, I'm trying to get out of this now.
I'll do all this stuff, all this candy and flake and all that stuff. There goes all that mess, all that artistic mess.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to get into collision. I'm finally in it, and I wanted to get out.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you guys the collection. Here's here's a 59. There's a 48. And I'll show you guys. I just finished this one. Just finished this one a while back. Maybe you guys can tell. It's kind of hard.
My name is Marie.
So is E-Tech motive as well, Wicked?
We have to get ready. We got to pick them up.
E-Tech.
I don't think he's listening right now.
Who's listening?
I don't think you can use E-Tech on the Wicked, right?
Huh?
Say louder.
E-Tac
Something
on
about
them,
using E-Tac on
like
Wicked.
Wicked.
I think he's
Say it
asking
with
if
your
he can
chest.
do it on automotive.
No. I don't know. He moved. He paused. I don't know. Hey, but that look good, Ghost.
Oh, thanks, sir. Thank you, sir.
Awesome, Ghost.
Uh,
Yeah, that's good work.
appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's just, dude, it's a hobby now. Used to do it full time, just kind of as a hobby.
Shit, it turned into a job.
But y'all were talking about like some pigments.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I used Createx a lot, and I never really had problem having it show up on black. But it did take like twice or even 3 times as long as a regular shirt, just because I had a heat press in between coats.
Yeah.
And I had the
I think
white
that's what a lot
so
of
thick
people
on
used to
there.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
a
the
lot of
white
people
so
used to
thick
do
on
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the white so thick on there. Like you take it off and it'll feel like a starch T-shirt. It would feel like a cardboard. Yeah.
Yeah. I use the heat gun here
Get dressed, buddy.
to try to layer
Hmm.
faster. Layer it.
I did used to mix my Aquaflow white with my Createx
Some
white,
people
kind of
use
like half and half.
A lot of the area they're gonna paint on the black shirt first. They wash it and then they do it. Time.
Hmm.
I don't think you can do that in the shop more to try to knock it out.
Yeah, and then I can't remember who it was. It was an artist from West Coast Airbrush days. They used a House of Color white for their whites. That was I don't know how bad that was in a indoor setting. You know.
Ugh. I know that was rough.
Wasn't that Jaime?
Yeah, I think it was Jaime. Yeah, he had a airbrush just with House of Color white, and then he'll white that out, and then just I guess it was. I could only imagine how bad it smelled in the mall or something.
Yeah, because his whites were like super bright. I'm like, I know Aquafil doesn't do
I can't
that.
think of his name, but he used there was a guy used he's the one who do all the when they're on the podcast.
Ralph,
he
you
said
need to move closer to your
house
microphone.
paint white.
Yeah, can I hear you?
Oh, latex white.
For me? Oh, my face.
I think you're talking about like almost like latex white. Like you can also use you can thin down kills, and if you could get it to spray out of your airbrush, I don't know how good it will last, but you can you do that. I mean I used to do that in a pinch too. You get like house paint and thin it down. But when I struggle to like buy paint, I just get house color white, white and thin it down with airbrush reducer, and that'll work. But that was years ago.
Where's Chino at?
I think that's what he does. I think he uses does it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Chino.
Well, imagine back in the day when they used to take one shot and thin it down and do it on your T-shirt.
That
I
was
remember
cool,
the painter
huh?
using one shot on a shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was forever ago.
Fonzie.
Man, that thing will never fade.
Yeah, I did some signs with that. Had to clean it out. Brush was out of there. The gaskets got wore out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been painting since '88,
in and out.
and the best paint I ever had, I don't know the name of it. I don't know who made it. I think it was some thin down screen printing. It was in white bottles. I got it from somewhere in Florida with a patch A kit. Best paint I ever had.
I think I remember what that is. I think it's called E-Tech.
Nah, This was from the 80s.
I had to throw that in there. I'm sorry, that was too easy. That was too easy.
I think he missed the big announcement, so he's wondering what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The heat tech.
Will Chino be coming out with the flesh tone palette?
Actually, yeah, we do have a flesh tone. I just haven't had to take a picture and put it on the website. We have like I think four or five different tones. You know, we got the Filipino brown right here. Filipino brown, best one.
You got the Mexican brown.
Oh, that's my wife. They call that Mexican brown. That's my wife's color, right there. Oh yeah, keep an eye on that one. I'll have pictures of it tomorrow. I'll have it on the website. We're actually gonna put a pack of the flesh tones. So somebody's just doing portraits, you know. They want to try it out.
Hey,
send me a message.
Hey, I got here real late. What company are we talking about?
Chino bought E-Tech.
Oh, cool.
That's me.
So it is now under his new direction, and I'm looking forward to test driving the product.
Well, my question is, how is the black and the white? That's all I care about.
Changing the name or you keeping it the same?
Our black's pretty good. So I don't know. A couple of these guys uses it. So you know, the white's always, you know, everyone's loyal to their color of white. You know, you got a lot of Aquaflow guys. So actually, the Wicked a couple months ago was great because we had to use it. I ran out before I bought the company. I ran out my own white. We were using Wicked. I was like, shit, this is a good mix. You know, so that had a good white. And you know, we still had colors that we were using that was from somebody, you know, other companies. So I'm not a hypocrite, you know. I'm just like all you guys. You guys different colors of what works, right? And you know, before we bought the company, or before I was dealing a lot of paint, actually, I was still using a couple of colors that were Wicked and one or two colors that was Craytex. We stopped using Aquaflow just because the shipping. I don't know, for some reason we were just having bad luck with the shipping, you know, and they didn't have the stuff we needed, and a couple of just, you know, scenarios that just didn't line up, you know.
But you got to remember that's a one-man operation out there for Aquaflow. And it's a guy with an ore that mixes the paint. So I mean,
yeah, and he's what? How old is that man now? He's got to be in his 70s, right? Don,
something like that.
Her favorite person.
No, that is not my favorite person.
No,
that is not my favorite person.
I can't say anything. Yeah.
Well, I got to meet him in person, so very interesting.
They're cool. They're cool. I've been to their spot a couple times. They cool. I'm diehard Aquaflow.
I like their blacks and their whites.
I never tried Aquaflow.
Out of all my years of painting since the 80s, I've been primarily Aquaflow. Messed around with Createx in the pinch, Wicked in the pinch, and I'm finna mess a bunch of y'all heads up. Y'all remember Z Products?
That's a while back.
Yeah, that's a long while back.
I bought them.
Back.
That was probably before I was born.
Yeah, I bought them out, and it was like nothing left, so that's why it kind of never went nowhere. I mean,
don't they still do tags?
Z Products? I remember that name.
They're not in existence. I don't even know where the original owners are. I think they might have both passed away.
They were in Florida last time I talked to them.
How long ago was that?
What, 2 years? Because I ordered like 1,000 tags.
Yeah, they still had their connection, because I know they never just stopped everything, so to speak. But I had all their like vendors and everything, but I had their customer list. There was nothing left though. It wasn't really enough to make a comeback with it.
Well, that's why you have to make new customers.
And it was hard. I mean, I sent out like a bazillion letters saying we bought the company or whatever, and we're changing the name.
I never heard anything.
I didn't really want to be under the Z Products umbrella because it was nothing left. Literally, I sent out 300 letters. I got back like 250 of them.
Damn.
Yeah, it was horrible. The website.
Maybe that's why I didn't hear there was a changeover.
Yeah, the website was like some backdoor websites. You had to go through this, to go through that, to get to the website. It was just horrible.
Yeah, because I ordered like 1,000 tags from them, and I know they migrate because I want to say their house is in either New York or New Jersey, and then they
Nope.
go to Florida to keep
Nope.
warm during the winter. And so
No,
it just depends. If you catch them in the
unless
middle, your
unless
order
they
may be lost.
unless they moved, they were in Battle Creek, which is like 2 hours from where I'm at. I had been
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, and yeah, it was just like I said, there was nothing left. Nothing.
But
You know
their
that
site is still up. You can still order tags through them.
really.
Yeah.
It might be their son though.
Texas,
Like I said,
Texas
I
is pretty
think the
bad
original
state.
owners passed.
No, because I was
But
a
like,
husband and wife team, wasn't it?
yeah, but like I said, they were like last time I seen them, they had to be in their mid-70s or older.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think I did
Well, I
happen
guess
to
I
look
need
up
to find
something.
somewhere to get my tags then.
I mean, you could still get the tags. Think I still got a number somewhere, but you couldn't get a real good deal on them until you spent. Well, you spent. I think you had to buy like 5,000 tags at a time or something, and the
So,
numbers just
so
weren't
then why
there.
don't you just get a couple of airbrush artists together so you can buy 5,000 tags? Do a pre-order sale.
Well, I had to look into all that stuff. It's around here somewhere, but I haven't sold anything wholesale in shit probably a couple years before COVID.
All
But
right, I'll keep my mouth shut.
I had everything. I had accounts with Aquaflow, Createx, Iwata, Badger, Pache, everybody. But it just wasn't enough customers there. I couldn't reach them.
All I'm saying is I never knew that you were planning to open up a store. So I don't know how many other people may feel that same way. So my thing would be, how well did you really market? Because if you're sending out mailers and you're getting them back, I'm kind of confused with the internet and all of us sitting in different groups, how you couldn't have gotten the word out.
This
Because
was
I
like,
heard about, what was it? Somebody bought, what was it, like Dixie airbrush or something like that. So, I mean, and that's a really obscure store.
this was back in my store. I've been a driver for 7. So this was close to like 10, 12 years ago or more.
Okay, so you're still in the early 2000s.
It was just real hard to get a grasp on it. It was horrible. And at that time, I think Airbrush Action was gone or was leaving out, and it was just real weird. It was real. It wasn't what I thought it was for real.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, well, my wife getting up because I haven't ate dinner yet and ready.
Likely
I gotta get off
excuse.
here.
Likely excuse.
I'm out, guys.
Happy wife, happy life. I ain't trying to fight with. So it's been.
Yeah.
Hey Ralph. Hey, when you gonna have a big? Hey Ralph, when you gonna have a big party so we can all come to your place?
Shit, I don't know. Ray, you trying to get me? I won't do it.
Hey, hey, Ralph.
I'm getting old and grumpy now.
Hey, Ralph. We just installed dinosaurs at the zoo. The show's about to open like next week. Yeah, y'all go check it out.
Around the
All right.
Dallas area?
No, in Houston.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You know
Yeah, we
where?
just installed dinosaurs.
George R.
What
Brown,
was
or where at?
Send me the
At the
information,
Houston, at the Houston Zoo.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, at the Houston Zoo. So we just installed over there. I'll probably go out there like later on in the year to go do some field service, do some touch ups. But we have a crew over there right now, making them work. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I think we better get off here before Ralph get a whooping.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having me on. Y'all take care of that.
I see you guys.
Take care, guys.
I see you guys.
Nice talking to you guys.
All right, it was good.
All right. Good night. Good night, guys.
Yep. See you.
Bye.
All right.
Then there were